Yeah, folks, Quilly18 here. Welcome to Motorsport Mondays. I hope everyone is excited to vroom all the vrooms. Couple of announcements for this week, though. We are not going to be streaming on Wednesday because I am going to be out of town. So as a reminder, no stream on Wednesday. However, this Saturday is going to be an epic one because it is the Extra Life charity fundraising stream. And we're going to be doing a very long, extended stream on Saturday. I don't know exactly what the timing will be, but we always try to go far as much as possible to raise some money. We'll have a link for you in chat soon. If you do want to get started on that, there'll be some more news. If you've never been around for those Extra Life Marathon charity events, they are epic. Everyone is super generous. We tend to play a lot of different games than we normally do. Oftentimes, we'll get Essentia, even a Kiss for Luck to sit in on some of the games. We might do some co-op stuff or just shit talk because I might not have the energy to go super long. And hopefully, we can do some good for the world. So please, please, please mark your calendar for next Saturday because you don't want to miss it because it's excellent. It's really good. Anyway, we can't wait too long today. We know that our timing on Monday is very tight, so I want to jump right into the game, so that's what I'm going to do today. We've got a race. We're at Black Sea in Russia, the end of the last stream, which was the worst safety car bullshit ever, and might have actually just cost us the season. Hopefully not. Let's see what we can do. It was a little disappointing last time. But we're back. We're going to give it another go here. Currently, Ria Montero is second in the championships for the drivers, and Balki is third. As a team, we are in first, which is great, but we need to win the team and the drivers to be able to complete the Underdog Challenge. No matter what, this is our final season. We did design an engine last time. It has come in, and it is actually going to be usable for this race. So the new engine that we just developed, which has the random legendary component, it got the plus 60 to performance and then plus 30 extra to max. Technically, it's not as good as our current epic one, only by 3 points, but it's much more improvable. It will be better. Still, I'm giving the new engine to Monty because the previous really good engine, which is still the best engine in the league, and they're only 3 points apart. Most likely, both of these engines are better than what everyone else has got. This one's at 100% reliability. Balki, with her better fuel efficiency, can run higher engine mode for longer, so we're going to give her the more reliable engine over there. And long term, we're still banking everything on Monty overall, so she's going to get the best performing engine going forward. It is not a crucial engine performance race, only useful, so we shouldn't have excess degradation. I'm not actually worried about the 89% overall. Anyway, I suggest installing missile launchers to deal with anyone getting ahead of Monty. Thanks, Lodrian! We'll see what we can do, and maybe some Velcro on the tires in case there's some more rain. No other parts have changed. I have started doing brake design. This was just a throwaway brake over here. We're going to work on that because when you look at, I guess I can't load the, I guess we got this screen over here. You can see brakes and then the front wing are the two areas that we're slightly less good at compared to the grid. Our suspension is still good, although I think this is because we have one really good suspension, but still, that's going to be okay. Again, we're putting all of our eggs in the Monty basket, so all we need is one really good part. We don't need two really good parts. It's cold, but that's the reality of it. So just integrating mushrooms and blue shells. Excellent. Good advice there, too. So that's running. Oh, bit of news. I had a decision pop up. And Balki here is now a weather pro. She gets +2 in all her stats in the rain, which doesn't matter that much because she's basically capped everywhere, but it will mean she'll have a focus of 20 and a smoothness of 20 in a rainy race if it comes up. I don't know if it's really going to matter, but it is going to be there. Anyway, I think we're ready to go ahead to the race. So I've already assigned the new parts. That's set up. So we're good there. Sponsor, we're going to go with El Banco over here, which is basically the same price. Oh, yes, we got a new sponsor in between sessions here. Ishikawa Malt Whiskey, which is too good to ignore. Plus, I think there was £1,000 or £1,000,000 up front, which is halfway decent. But we'll go with El Banco here because it's basically the same amount and it's going to be a lot easier to make sure we get, especially in quali. It is going to be monsoon conditions during practice, which probably means we won't be able to pick up some tire knowledge, but we'll see what happens. It is a 33-lap race. 33. Hey, Beta. Wow, Bosnia-Herzegovina. Bah. Too many syllables. I can't even say syllables today. What's going on? I can't pronounce anything, apparently. Hey, Beta, nice to have you around. 33 laps. You guys remember it for me? It is very high tire wear, which is interesting. We'll see how that shakes out. I think this is going to be a good race to pack a bunch of mediums on. I'm a little bit worried about maybe being a little chilly and we'll have to push, but I suspect that because we can bring soft, mediums, and hards, I suspect that the softs might decay too quickly over here. I also don't think I think it's a fairly expensive pit stop because you have to enter here and do this entire corner section slowly before you ever get to the pits. So I think that's a long time running at an unoptimal speed. So I think we want to weight ourselves towards minimal pit stops as much as possible. So now at 33 laps with very high wear, I don't know how long the mediums will last. I suspect that we can't just one stop it, especially given, of course, that we're going to be starting on used tires from Quali. So depending on how it looks, we might be able to do the Q2 on medium, or we might have to do it on softs. I am packing up softs here so that we can go one soft for each quali session, plus an extra one maybe to fit into the race, depending on lengths. And I'm assuming something like potentially 3 mediums for the race, and an extra one so that we could practice on and maybe get some knowledge. Monty might want to use her light-footed for medium traits, or we might want to use the tire trait. I think that's going to be the best option over here. 165 kilometer track to 5 kilometers per hour. What? Anyway, I think we're ready to go. Not getting how the tire types affect the race. Softer tires go faster, but don't last as long. A fatal. That was the big difference. There are other implications with softer tires tend to warm up faster. So if it's really hot, they can overheat. If it's really cold, harder tires can underheat. There's a few things like that, and I'm sure we'll be making some references as we go, but there you go. Generally, softer tires more better. Okay, but because of the very high tire wear, I don't want to pack a bunch of softs here. And the fact that I think it's a fairly expensive pit stop. So we're going to do that. Parts are fitted, sponsors selected. We're going to go. If you paint the tires red, they'll go faster. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, the practice weather being so shit. I wonder, it said clear for quali, but it's possible the weather will carry over to quali. We might see a little bit of a little wet there. We shall see. We shall see. There's a fair number of races left this season. Are we halfway, maybe? 11, there's 11 left? Maybe that's what we saw last time. Yeah. Raw Seek. Exactly, Gray. Raw Seek. Boswick, I did do some content for Surviving Mars. It was, and I do enjoy Surviving Mars quite a bit. I did do some content for the expansion. It was sponsored, though, so of course you've got to, make sure to keep that in your brain space. Ultimately, the latest expansion for Surviving Mars, Beyond and Beneath, or Beyond and Below, whatever it was called, I didn't appreciate it as much as I liked the terraforming expansion. There we go. All right, drivers in place. Okay, let's take a look at what the tires number are saying. So 33 lap race. Never mind. So here's what I propose. I propose what we do is we do our quali, our Q2 on softs. So we'll start the race on used softs, run them for a while, and then go medium. We don't believe if we qualify with Q2, the mediums will be too consumed, even with Monty's trait, to be able to start the race on a used medium and just do one pit stop. I think it's going to be soft into medium on both drivers, and that's really the only reasonable option, I would say. Soft, medium? Maybe? Okay, so the medium, really, probably 14 is what we're looking at, and the softs over here at 10. Okay, so that is 24 laps, which means we would have to do another 9 laps on the used soft. I don't think that can happen. So I don't think we can go soft, medium, etc. I think it has to be used soft into medium, and I think we're going to be very, very pleased with that. So we will practice on mediums and hope that we can get some medium tire knowledge. It's not going to be raining the entire time, so it's going to be okay. When there is water on the track, we're not going to develop the tire knowledge very quickly, but it'll still develop. As far as we know, the race day is supposed to be clear, so there's no reason that we want to develop wet or intermediate knowledge, so we may as well just go ahead and practice on mediums. And that'll leave us 3 for the race, which is more than we need, because we really only need 2 for the race, but it does give us the extra wiggle room over there, which is pretty good. So same thing over here on Monty. I'm going to make sure to practice on the mediums. Now, in terms of range, high downforce. The handling, we're actually not sure where it's going to end up. The speed balance, fairly accelerating. Okay, so what we'll probably do then is I'll dial in the downforce over here. That's going to be fine. I'm going to soften the suspension. So here, because we know the handling is going to be somewhere in here. So I'm going to start at one end and be ready to move it to the left on this person. I'll shorten the speed balance now, because I suspect that's much more likely to come into play. And then over here, again, dial in some downforce. Then what I'm going to do is stiffen the handling. So we'll move to the right and do something like that. Okay. Let's head out into track, do some practice. Boom, 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 boom. Send out. Go. Race trim. Go. Excellent. Go. Please do a race trim for me. I mean, I suppose I could split it and then change it next time, but no. Let's do that now. It's very important that actually does get finished. I don't think we're going to burn through the tires on this, so we can probably just go double attack. Bring in. Bring in. Would you recommend this game to a person who knows almost everything about F1? How easy it is to learn? I started playing this game without really knowing anything about F1. This game was part of what got me more into F1 in a similar way to Motorsport Manager really getting me into, same way that Football Manager got me more into, or got me into foot soccer ball, really. So yeah, I think it is very playable even if you don't watch racing, and in fact it might just spark a new hobby, which is always kind of fun to see, because there's a lot in here that does sort of rhyme with what happens in real F1, but there's some things that don't exist, and, you know, they can, like, kind of, yeah. So it's not a required knowledge. I think I'm going to add in some more downforce. I'm not going to tweak the handling any more than this. We'll see what happens, and the speed balance, a little bit of a chunk over there. Send Monty back out. That's going to be fine. Speaking of Football Manager, I just realized it'd be a game day pass day one. Yeah, if you do buy it on Steam, you can access it now in the beta, but the actual release version of it, yeah, it's going to be on the Game Pass version, which is great. I mean, the Microsoft Game Pass system is like, it's very convenient. I'm gonna shorten maybe about that much, because it's got a lot of games on it. You know, even if you don't have an Xbox, like, lots of Windows games. If you also have an Xbox, then you get to kind of double dip, which is kind of nice. Oh, bring in. Okay. We're getting closer with Monty, which is nice to see. 96%. So I'll add in some more downforce and see what that does for us. And the speed balance was good, is now great. I don't know, I'll shorten it one more notch and we'll see what shakes out there. It'll be interesting to see if the handling breaks the excellent or not. Oh, there we go. Double purple. You can still play the Xbox game by cloud gaming. That's true. And your saves will get synced, which I thought was quite neat. Okay, the handling probably just needs a fair bit more stiffening up. And we'll leave it there. We're at 95% with the handling only being good, which actually, to me, kind of implies that we're probably in the exact sweet spot for the downforce and speed balance. Could see 100 come in. Oh my god, the lightning! Flashing lights warning. Woo! It's just a single flash, but still. So our tire knowledge is going to go up very slowly here because it's the wrong tire for the weather. It'll still trickle up, but not very quickly. Oh, that's interesting. We broke, because I think, yeah, downforce was great, became good. So, almost certainly the downforce needs to be the right of what it previously was. Maybe not quite that much. Maybe somewhere like this. Something like that. The speed balance was good, was great, and became good here. So clearly the speed balance has got to go longer again. There, that's just a notch to the right of the previous great, and we'll see what that does for us. Boom.
It's whiskey and chocolate!
Wait, did I access the same one twice now? No. Yes? No. No. I might have confused myself on something. Oh, right. Yeah, we had the excellent good. We'll check the whiskey and chocolate in a second. The handling became great. Let's try something like this. Let's see what that does. Interesting how we hit 2 monsoons in such a short period of time, never before. Okay, Monty's going to be the next in. What's the whiskey and chocolate? It's Halco! Hey, Halco! Thank you very much for that. Vroom vroom and whiskey after night shift spree? Yes, please. Well, don't vroom and whiskey. You know, very dangerous. But I'm happy you could be here, Halco. All right, purple, purple, green. Right, 98%. So the only question is where the sweet spot for the balance is, or for the speed balance. But we're still at 98% overall, and that ain't too shabby. Go. Falcon's coming in now. Triple purple. What do we end up with overall? What do we think? 98. Oh, that's like the worst purple. I don't remember if we might have gotten a 97 on the triple excellent before. All right, I'm just going to dial in some tire camber and see how that compares, but we're not going to stress too much. We'll probably leave Balky out now. Until it's time to switch to quality trim. Hey, Lord Zombie. Or Lore Zombie. Okay, so we know that the handling's got to go slightly to the right. I think we'll do this. I suspect that's actually going to be pretty good for us. In fact, I might leave Monty out as well now. Especially since it's dry right now and we're going to be getting... Well, it's intermediate weather, I suppose. I was going to say, oh, we'll get more tire knowledge, but... Okay, double bring in because we need to switch to quality trim now. We actually just missed the pit lane entry on both. So we're going to lose some of our quality trim time. I tried mead before. I love mead, cool man. Love it. 100%! We did it! The winner is us! We can just retire now. Clearly, everything is perfect. Alright, that was excellent. And yeah, we don't need any tire knowledge other than the mediums, so we're just going to send back out on mediums. Which we're still working on that knowledge anyway. We're still only level 1. Okay, so this actually dropped down, which is interesting. Go this way instead. And see what that does. Quality trims. Go, go, go. The first time we hit it. No, we've hit 100 before. A few times actually. Maybe 10 times at this point. I'm not sure. Because we got a few last season that really brought up our total. What we've never gotten is the double 100, I don't think. I think we're still missing on that. Tires, that's fine. Although I suppose maybe I'll stop pushing these tires, because if we hit 0, they'll just start running really slowly, which is going to be kind of sucky. Okay, should level 3. Well, we might not with the rain now. Let's say maybe we can finish the medium tire knowledge, but I'm not sure. Right, we already hit the 100 here. You're just going back out for quality stints, and you're going to stay out. I'm still in at 98% over here. Oh, no, that's quite interesting. So I gotta move the speed balance to the right. So what I'm gonna do is lower this, increase this. There you go. That should be better. Okay. Go, go. We'll try to sneak in the extra lap. Yeah, we're not going to get to level 3 quali. We might get to level 3 medium tires. I mean, it's fully wet, so we're not... No, I think it's just going to fall short. That's too bad. Yes, give 100%. Okay, we had fast times. That doesn't really represent anything because a lot of the AI were on wet tires, even if it wasn't wet. But I think we should go fairly speedy here. Okay, quali trim, sweeter spots. Level 2 quali trims. We had a falling out with our mechanic over here. We don't get our super overtake for quali. Shit. I didn't realize that was the case. That's really disappointing. So it doesn't matter which of these traits I use for quali then. Dang. No super overtake. 99 over here. That's really disappointing. Maybe the crash hurt the relationship? That's possible. Anyway, we're gonna do what we normally do. Send out. Send out immediately. I mean, Q3, or Q1 here shouldn't be a problem at all. Should make through the first round of the elimination pretty easily. Okay. 109.3. Doesn't bode well for Q3 here. God damn it. Monty's still faster, which is interesting. She does have some better parts still in her car. But yeah, without super overtake, that's actually really, really terrible. Yeah, it's probably because of the crash. I think the crash might hurt the mechanics relationship. Or she didn't crash, she just finished poorly? I don't remember. Maybe there's a news event? I don't know, who knows. Alright, come on, let's go. Done. Done. Take quali. Send out. Yep, fresh softs, good. A little bit of a gap. Fresh softs. Go. Yeah, maybe she didn't crash, just came out badly. Is there a pit stop mistake? I don't know why the relationship went down. Maybe there was just a random event. Basically the same time she did last time. A little faster, because I think it was 0.36. Second overall this time. Balky, you better make it to the next one. Although I suppose if you don't, then you get free tire choice. Not that it really changes anything. Yeah, still had super overtake last race quality. No, I'm sure she did. So I don't know why she doesn't have it this time. Alright, come on. Last quali stint. Come on. Oi, game. Wish I could just skip this part. Balky, again, this is not so much Balky's fault. She's got much worse parts in her car. Much worse parts in her car. Although, they both have really good engines now. Rain in Q3? Okay, we'll just have to wait it out. That's fine. Gonna wait for maximum dry here. About now by the time we change our tires, which we have to make sure to do. Now, the AI will probably have a second stint just fine. So unless it's... Well, there's a trickle rain at the end, but I don't think enough to, like, slow anything up. So they'll probably still do a slick lap, unfortunately, for us. And actually, unfortunately, it probably keeps an extra fresh set of slicks for them for race day that they might have used. So I expect to go 1-2 here because of our better tires. There we go. But you can see people... Maybe not everyone. It'll be interesting if anyone doesn't get a chance to do a second lap. Lallman and Holden looks like they can't make a second lap. That's huge, because they are our most immediate competition. Not only does that mean that maybe we start first and second, which seems to be the case, but they're going to start quite a bit further down, which is going to help us a lot. They still have huge performance, so you can expect them to be a big challenge on race day. But that's actually massive. That's huge. Front row lockout indeed. And it's interesting, it's us and then the Scuderia, you know, one after another. Nice color coordination. Okay, that's a really, really good result. Because, yeah, you can see, like, the time... Actually, it's interesting. Tyler didn't even do a very good stint. Tyler was quite a bit slower here. Well, maybe they just had a really exceptional Q2. I suppose that might be the case. Quillatine's pretty cool. Good fashion sense. It's nice to see someone sharp on the pit wall for once. All right. So, race day plan is going to be the race trim medium tires, because we're going to use these used softs for a few laps and then switch over. We're basically going to switch out of the used softs. I could go light-footed, but I think the mediums have lots of life in them, because I think they were something like the 14 to 16 range, right? So, it's a 33-lap race. I mean, we'd have to do a few. I wonder if it might be better off, since we don't have the level 3, if it might be better off doing this. The medium tires don't lose as much performance over time, but I think I like light-footed more in this situation. I think it's going to be okay. And what's nice about this is Rhea can box a lap before Chica, because we know her mediums are really going to last. Weather check. As far as we know, it's going to be clear. As far as we know, it's going to be clear. And in fact, quite a bit sunnier as well, not very cloudy, so I think we're going to be okay. So yeah, and so it's a 33-lap race, right? So we have to do 5 laps on these softs, and then go medium 14, medium 14. We might do 4 on the softs with Rhea and push them like crazy. Actually, if I go to car setup and go here, what is the predicted tire life? Okay. So it's 5, which is good. We shouldn't have to worry about the lowest performance band on these tires, which is going to be really good. We can actually, especially with Rhea, she can afford to push early on. What we're going to do is we'll start both on red, but drop down to orange pretty damn fast. I think I'm going to start them both on red for their tires as well, and then drop them down to orange. And then they can't, and then they'll have to drop down to yellow for the tires, but I think this is going to be a pretty good start. Why cut the stint of the softs so short? So, I mean, I can't remember what I was saying, like 6 to 8 laps or something. We want to use a smaller number all the time. And with softs in particular, the softest tire, the lowest performance band, which is about the last 1/3 of the tire wear, is you get a massive drop-off in performance. It's actually worse than mediums. So we really don't want to be in that band. So it's really imperative that we switch out of the softs once they rot out. And they're already partially burned because of our qualifying as well, so they don't have a lot of life. So probably 4th lap, Rhea switches. 5th lap, Chica switches. Now, there is possibility of the safety car, of course. If that happens, we have a fresh set of softs to blend into our plan, if there's a safety car. But the problem is, we can't plan for a safety car, other than we have a plan for a safety car. We have room, depending on when it comes. Maybe it won't matter. Maybe it'll be a switch to hard. Like, if the safety car comes in the later, segment of our medium stint, we might just switch for mediums or for hards that will last until the end of the race. So we'll see that one, but there's space. We explicitly left an extra set of softs to be able to respond to something like that. All right, formation lap, or safety car start. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start on double red. Hopefully not lose any space right away. Hopefully these guys crunch up. Imperative that Monty gets some points in here, and away we go! Beautiful start by both of our cars. In fact, Balky is looking to make a move on Monty. Now, we do want Monty to earn lots of points, because it's very important, but you know what? I mean, we're going to let them race. We're not going to Bottas this up. Oh my god! What an intense challenge here. Ha ha! Okay, well, since we're not at threat of being overtaken from behind, we're going to drop everything to orange. In fact, the tires might just drop down to neutral. Let me wait a little bit here before they crash each other out. Luckily, overtakes don't tend to lead to crashes in this game, unlike in real life. Now these two are neck and neck. But yeah, we've got some good little distance going on over here, which is great. There's a lot of buildings in the way. I actually really like this racetrack. I think it looks really nice in the game. But there are a lot of buildings that kind of sort of get in the way a little bit. Okay, Balky, I'm going to drop you to yellow on the tires because you do have to make sure to go the extra lap. And this way you might challenge Monty a little bit less. Whereas Monty can burn through her tires more aggressively because she has to do one less lap. So we'll do that. ERS window is opening up as soon as the first lap is complete. It'll be interesting to see if the other cars use it because I don't want to use it unless they do. Got a bit of crunching up over there. I'll be ready to respond. Because otherwise I'm quite happy with Balky backing up the traffic over here as much as possible. I was going to say that's going to be a bit of a cut-in. So let's go ahead and ERS here for Balky, retake it, and then kill it immediately. And we're happy to back up this little mini pack that's going on and protect Monty as much as possible. Shit, making another move there. There you go. I don't like how much ERS I've used. If Monty wants to dump their ERS, they're going to be able to get through just fine. Alright, they're burning pretty aggressively, but that's fine. Lap 2 right now. If I recall correctly, hard is slower than soft and medium, unless the pit is punishing. Yeah, and then you do get the ERS boost. So I don't know. It could be that soft, medium, and versus hard is a wash. Could be that hard is worse. It'll really depend on exactly what the timing is. It'll really depend on what the, if there's a safety car, what the safety car timing is going to be. Third lap. These softs are definitely going to be fine for 2 more laps. Oh, there you go. There's the ERS. So we want to wait and go because they're going to start to accelerate. Might as well dump it on Monty now. Oh, there we go. They've killed theirs. We'll do the same there. Oh, it's going again. Especially on the pit straight here, we're going to want to make sure we've got the speed. Oh, excellent. Now, I'm not really threatened by the pseudo-Ferraris here. It's not the same as these guys. It's nice to see that Holden is still stuck behind the Ferraris, and Lallman's even further back, because these are the people I'm directly competing with, both in the team and the Drivers' Championships. Okay, 4th lap is on now. We're going to do 1 more lap here with Monty, who's extending her lead. I mean, she's still pushing her tires on orange. Wait, are we pitting now? You're right, I'm pitting now, aren't I? With Monty. Yeah, right, it's the 5th lap on Balky. Oh, shit, yeah, we had lots of tires left. How are we feeling? Can I red? I think I can red the tires. And we'll pit now on these mediums. So it doesn't change the medium stats, but she's actually going to be able to get more out of that with her light-footed trait. So we'll triple charge. Balanced pit stop is going to be fine. Go, 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 go. Just keep an eye on Balky here. I think I can go in orange, Balky's tires, because she's going to be pitting next lap. Yeah, this is going to be perfect, because I'm betting Monty was just about... Not quite. In fact, we can probably redline Balky's tires. She had a little bit more wear in this, but was probably about to hit the lowest performance band. So I'm still happy about dumping now. Maybe we could have done 1 more lap. Holden's up to P4 now. All right. It's annoying. Okay, now that Monty's in here, we're going to put her to neutral. It'll be interesting to see if her tire temp goes down at all, because it's a cool day, and we're going to be on mediums. If the tire temp goes down, then it might be a little bit concerning, because we'll have to push from time to time to keep the temperature up, and that might not give us the lifespan we want. I think Monty's going to be fine with her light-footed. It's just the hope that Balky will be. Which is making me wonder if I should do an extra lap, but no. Okay, so the plan now is to pit Balky for her mediums. Okay. And go ahead and dump a ERS now. That's going to be fine. That way I don't accidentally forget, especially if we're going to be watching Rhea here. Now, hopefully there's not a badly timed safety car again, because that would be really annoying. All right, you're back out here. We're going to go ahead and dump ERS and try to pass these back markers as quickly as possible. Can't get past night. No, you're good. Seriously? There you go. Slow-ass cars. Now, the back markers could conceivably do something like medium-hard here, or they start on the hards. They might just be able to one-stop. They might go hard-medium and just do it as a one-stop. But that's going to be fine. Purple in-lap over here. Oh, it made sense. We dumped all the ERS. 5% charge. Tires in a good situation. Yep. We'll dump a little more just to say. And as we come in here, we're going to make sure to switch you to neutral because that's what we're going to come out at. All right. Monty's still in 15th, but doing some overtakes. Balky's coming out with the charge. And go. All right, back to Monty. Modes are good. Temp is dropping slightly. Not super fast. We might have to do a little bit of pushing for temp, but not too much. What I'll do after the sharp corner over here, I'll go ahead and dump a little bit more ERS. There's not much of it, but it should help us get past this pack, or this train, for those of you playing bingo today. So right here. In fact, she was going to do an overtake anyway. So we'll help solidify that and maybe have enough oomph to do a little bit more as we get to the next corners. All right, lots of people pitting. Okay. Balky's doing well as well. Oh, there you go. Overtake of Rib here. I mean, they are on some used hards. Lallman's still out on some pretty worn softs. It'll be interesting to see exactly the time. But when they pit, they're going to come out behind us, too, because of this gap. In fact, they're going to drop down somewhere over here. Okay, good. Natural overtakes. Nice to see it. Probably they're boxing this time. And yeah, we'll be in a position for the overtake. I'm sure of it. Yeah, there's the pit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ERS both cars here as we come along the pit straight. Hopefully have no problems. Getting back out here. Monty going around the outside in second place. So Lawrence ahead, who hasn't pitted yet. So we can very comfortably say that we are actually in net 1-2 in this race currently. And yeah, actually, if we can do a little ERS dump here to get Monty past this slower car so that we can put some gaps in, that's actually really annoying. There we go. Get in there. Because you should be able to pull away now. If we were going to be stuck behind a car, it would have sucked. Van Cloysen is ERSing here, which is actually really frustrating because they will slip back ahead of us, but then will slow us down afterwards. So we're going to be looking for another little ERS dump for a mini overtake. Hey, Crazy. Alan Hards. Yeah, where are you? Lallman's way down here, yeah. And those hards will not last to the end of the race. So it's an interesting choice. Plus, they're definitely going to cool down, those hards. The mediums are cooling down. The hards are going to get colder as well, so they'll have to get pushed. So they definitely won't get the longevity. In fact, I'm a little bit worried, mostly for Balky over here, that we might not have the lifespan in there. Monty's got the light footed, so it's really going to help out a lot. Okay, well, I don't think Monty's being held up yet, so we're going to wait a little bit longer before we do the ERS push. Actually, Van Cloysen is being fairly speedy with the gap here, which is kind of nice. I think what I'll do is I'll wait for the sharp point over here again. Are both Mercs down 19 and 20? That's amazing. How... Wait, no, Hashimoto... Is it just me or those two colors look exactly the same? So that's Kruger Motorsport and Steinman Motorsport have the same goddamn colors. So yeah, Holden's up here and doing well, which is a bit annoying. Monty's are already worn out. Yeah, Monty's lifespan, because she's been out an extra lap, and they're both the same percentage right now. There you go, yeah, Balky's dropping slightly faster as well. Okay, where are we? Because I want to do the ERS push. Well, maybe I'll do it now, since we are side by side. Hopefully it's not a waste. Hopefully you can, there you go, get through. Lock in the lead. There you go, and then stop that. Okay, and actually Balky's going to be in a good position over here as she comes through the sharp corner. Although they're ERSing ahead of us, so hold on. So we're not being held up. We got some whiskey and chocolate from Colander. Thank you very much, Colander. 1 second and I'll read that. I just want to babysit this. I think the next sharp corner we're going to go. Okay. What was that? Colander, thank you very much. Usually a VOD watcher, but had to pop in because your pronunciation of Modi has been driving me nuts for months. It's long. So Modi, not Modi. Ah, character happens to have the same name as current Prime Minister of India. Thanks to this. Well, so I don't know where Modi or Modi is from and how they prefer to pronounce their name. I will probably continue to butcher it because maybe it just seems on brand for the channel. But I will see what I can do about saying Modi. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, 19 and 20 are different teams. Hashimoto and Naito are on the same team, which is a low-ranked team, the Kruger. Just don't know why they changed their color here. Okay. We're going to get ready for a big ERS dump here. On both cars, probably. Well, Monty doesn't really need it. Ah, but there you go. See, Holden's coming up behind trying to make a move. It's the perfect time for Balky to dump, because we want to overtake and defend simultaneously. Looks like we don't have to worry about the defend, but we will go for these overtakes. That's one. Push, 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 push. These tires have gotten way too cold. This is going to be a big problem, actually. It is going to be a problem. Is it getting any warmer at all? No. 16 for out. In fact, it's going to drop slightly. Okay. Hopefully we've got enough life in the tires that we're not going to end up with problems. We shall see. Being an Indian, I can say not all of us feel offended by calling Modi the way you do. Yeah, so I don't know where this in-game one is supposed to be from. But I'll see what I can do about Modi. I mean, I guess the English word M-O-D-E is mode, so maybe Modi is just, you know, should have been my default from the start. Sometimes I parse blind words differently because of my first language being French, so I make slightly different assumptions and just get confused still. There's some of that, those remnants still definitely exist. Try to build a little bit of a temperature gap and then go back on yellow for both. We've got lots of charge on Monty here. Van Cloysen's in for repairs after slowing me down for ages. Net 1-2. Holden is closing the gap to Balky, I assume. 3.7 seconds, 3.9. It'll be interesting to see. And we've got some Japanese pronunciation arguments being made too. So fuel is going down, but I'm not worried about it. It's supposed to be a low fuel burn race. I'm actually surprised it's so low. We did start on red for a little while, though. All right, let's go ahead and dump there. We're going to save it on Balky. A 4-second gap is nice. Oh, you're actually ERSing now. We're going to wait for as long as possible with Balky. There you go. You didn't even close it. Hold on, how much charge you got left? Okay, about even. You've got a gap to make up. So this should start to grow again. I think we might just be faster than the pseudo-mercs, which is nice to see. From Montreal or Quebec City? Neither. I'm from Northern Ontario, which is a big francophone population, and a different accent from the Quebec accent, which is different from the French accent, the Frank accent. Yeah, Northern Ontario has a big French-speaking population. Franco-Ontarian is a kind of a distinct cultural group, but it's not widely known outside of the area in a sense. Which is why everyone assumes that when I say French is my first language, they assume I'm from Quebec. First of all, some people in other provinces in Canada, too, might have French as a first language. But it is definitely less prevalent, right? You're not going to expect a lot of, like, first language French speakers in British Columbia, for example. Just not as common. Okay. Yeah, the temp's really not going up much on the orange. It is really a chilly day. I'm actually a little concerned. Well, if need be, we could switch over and assume we're going to use the softs. And that we're going to be pushing these mediums a lot more. That's possible. Okay, 14 laps. So the number one lap is the 0th lap. If we were doing 14 laps, well, we really want to do 15 laps on the medium with Monty, plus the 4 on the softs. That's 19 laps, which means at the end of lap 19 is when we were planning on bringing in Monty, which would leave her with 14 more laps to do on the mediums, which she should be able to stretch. I think Monty's going to be fine because she's got the extra life. She'll be able to push here. It's Balky that I'm concerned might not be able to make it to the end on the 2 mediums because of having to push a little bit. Would rather go on hards on the second stop than 3 stop. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, medium into hard. The thing is, the hards will definitely have to be pushed a lot to maintain temperature, though. Whereas Balky, we could switch. We can't do 2 softs because we don't have 2 fresh softs. It would be interesting, though, if we did. If we had 2 softs left over, that would be an excellent transition. With 20 laps left to go, just switch to soft, and then do another soft when there's 10 laps to go. But we don't have that. I know we have to ERS Balky. There's 18 laps remaining now. I think Balky's going to be fine. I think we're going to be fine on the mediums. We'll just have to spend a little bit more time in the lower performance zone on Balky. I think that's going to be better than the extra pit stop. May as well dump now since Holden is charging anyway, and we've got tons of charge assembled. So let's go. I don't know, soft and use soft theoretically is possible, but I'm not sure that the advantage would be there for the extra pit stop. Assuming we can dodge the extra pit stop, which I'm hoping. Temp's getting awfully low. Okay, Balky's about to start a lap. I want to see what percentage she gets on these orange. Okay, 25%. You want a fresh... Okay, she just entered the lowest performance band now. 5% is the cliff. There's no... I don't think we use 10% per lap. She can go 2 laps and come in on lap 19, which means 14 laps left, which means everything worked out perfectly. So I think that's going to be fine. We're going to do 2 laps, and we're going to be A-okay. Monty, meanwhile, she could actually pit on this lap, because she'll probably have enough... we don't really want to pit them at the same time, although there's enough of a gap now, and Monty's got extra ERS. I think we can pit both on the same lap. I think both of them are going to do 2 more laps here. Well, actually... Monty... No, if Monty pitted now, there'd be 15 laps left for her on those tires. She'll pit now. She'll have to do... so 33 minus 18 is 15. But we have to plus 1 that number, so 16 laps? That makes sense. Yeah, I know her fuel is getting low. I'm not worried. If we go to yellow, we're going to be okay. They have to finish lap 19. So if she comes in now, she would have to do 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 16 laps. That's too early. So they both... so Monty has to finish this one and pit on the next one. And is that going to be enough for Balky? So Balky has to do 3 more? Well, then she doesn't have enough tire for that. Yeah, so Balky has to come in. She has to pit when she completes lap 19. So she has to do all of 17, all of 18, all of 19. She doesn't have enough tire for that. So we are going to pit her now, especially if she's in the lowest performance band. Again, we can't double soft. We don't have the fresh softs. Although there'd be 16 laps remaining, theoretically, she could do soft into the used soft. Or we could just hard. And she'll definitely have to do a lot of pushing, but she'll have a fair bit of extra laps on this. I mean, we could also medium. We do have the performance increase. We could medium and push into soft, but I think it's hard and push. 20-second pit. We do get the charge. We lose more than 1.25 per lap. It is quite slow. The hards are really slow. I can't remember how slow they are. Let me open up my spreadsheet, which we haven't addressed in a long time. Yeah, okay. So it depends a little bit depending on exactly when we look at. But in practice, we can assume as an average, probably a 2.5 second per lap delay on the hards. Whereas the softs, depending on where they are in the use pattern, I would say average about a second per lap. So really, the hards are maybe 1.5 seconds per lap slower than the softs. And the mediums are in between there. So I think the reason we're having a hard time come up with it is because it really is quite tight, the difference in figuring out these timings. And we can push the hards, which will cut down on some of the disadvantage a bit. But if there's a safety car, we'll be very annoyed. I think it's kind of a wash. But I think I'm going to go with the hards. And just make sure we've got that set up properly. Hards. So I think I'd already set the charge, but... We do get a double charge if we stop again, but the pit still feels kind of expensive, so I'd rather not. Yeah, you may as well dump your whole charge there, Monty. There's no one in striking position for you. And the further ahead we are now, when you do pit, the less overtaking you're going to have to do. Alright, so Balky's going to come in now. Here, we'll give you a tiny bit more kick. You're in the pit lane. Put you on neutral. Although we'll do some pushing, but we won't... We can't just stick it on orange and forget about it. Now, Monty's going to complain about entering the lowest performance band soon, but we can pit her now. It's actually perfect. This is because she's going to have to do 15 more laps. That's 16 now, but by the time she comes out of the pit, there'll be 15 more laps remaining, which is exactly what she did on the first set of mediums, I believe. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but she's still going to be fine. So she can box for mediums and finish the race that way. Third. Probably there's be some others here too, but maybe not. Oh, no, there. Go. Try to immediately overtake. Punch it. Monty's gonna come in... She could even come in ahead of Balky right now. God, these are long laps. Like, Holden's gonna get through, although he's on worn mediums, he's gonna be boxing soon too. Actually, he's boxing right now. And repairing! Fuck yes. So, that should mean that Monty went into the pits in first place and came out in first place. Amazing. We'll dump some ERS because we've got tons of it, and we may as well. Awesome, beautiful. First, second, all our pit stops completed. Modi behind Balky and doing decent time actually just now. Her fuel is going to be fine. Her fuel is going to be fine. Tire temperature is maintaining-ish. And nothing crazy going on. Holden go out on hards now. The thing is, he may have been out of fresh tires for the rest of everything. We could take a look in the data center, but it's kind of moot at this point. So Holden is in 10th place on hards. Okay. Makes me feel pretty good about where we are. I don't think we'll have any problems with our tire life on either car. Feeling pretty good. Orange and Balky. We'll be oranging her tires soon, but I don't think we can orange her the entire time. So I'm gonna go yellow until the percentage drops too low. Once the tires get too cold, then we'll orange it up. 4-second gap to Modi, who might be pushing hard as in front of pit stop. No, not yet. Modi. Balky's fuel is fine. She's going to regenerate this very quickly when she goes to yellow mode. Very quickly. I'll probably switch soon. And then we'll be switching her back to orange before the end of the race. Like, we'll switch soon as a safety thing, but right now, the margin is great. Okay, temp's okay. No surprise rain. Just double-checked a minute ago. Everything is dry until the end of the race. If there's a safety car now, we stay out because our tires are in great condition. Lots of charge, but no one... So 12 seconds to Lawlin behind, who's going to have to pit stop soon as well. So really it's Tyler and maybe Holden if he keeps making up places. But it's hard to believe we won't 1-2 this race here. Mode unused hards, okay. Yeah, I think they used a lot in practice, and then probably some extra softs in quali. And I don't know what tire distribution the AI uses. But they were probably out of a lot of the fresh stuff. Okay, I'm going to drop down to yellow over here at Balky, although she's got tons of fuel left. I'm not concerned in the slightest. I can probably just auto on these ERSs here at this point. They'll just dump from time to time, since there's no actual no one's challenging us. We don't have to save for defending or anything like that. We can just have the system dump whenever it gets kind of full, so I don't accidentally miss anything. Especially I'm going to be staring at the tire temps. We can kick the speed up a lot here, which is going to be useful. That's the other thing with the auto ERS. All right, let's go to push here. And make it easier for us to fit the second race in, maybe. Lawrence is retired. Okay, that's fine. Tyler. Yeah, still a huge gap. Nothing for us to worry about anywhere. The fuel is recovering well. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put you back in the high mode. In fact, you here as well, too. Passing back markers. Oh, shit. Tire temp. Okay, let me drop both these back down to yellow. Safety car now would be annoying because it would close this gap so much. It would actually be terrible. You definitely have the tire life to get to the end. Might be looking a little scarier on you, but I can drop you back down to neutral. And we got positive fuel. Positive fuel. And there's no cliff on the hards. And the lowest performance band isn't that different on the hards. It's basically got very similar performance throughout. Never checked our conditions, although we didn't get any pop-ups about it. Everything's looking okay there. So I got tire wear, that's fine. So yeah, they're just entered the lowest performance band, but they're going to be okay. And they're not going to hit the cliff, so we can keep you on orange. Maybe there's an issue here, actually. Hold on. I might just neutral you. Here, I'll neutral both, just to make sure nothing really weird happens. That's 20% warning, which is fine. Balky can more than finish the race on orange.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
P1. P1, P2. Holden did get back in the third, which is annoying because he still racked in some good points. But with Balky being there to squish things further, that's actually really, really good for us. We got some more whiskey and chocolate. Hey, Plain Coast Hills, thank you so much. Multi-map 21, Balky. Multi-map 21. Can we get some scenario 7 up in here too? Hey, Akanak, thanks for the gift sub. How did Lalman get fifth? I don't know. Who knows any of these things? All right. Now, the ideal would be Holden being caught with illegal parts. Knock him way down in the standings. But yeah, that was a really good race. I mean, we've gotten some good engine parts, some good car parts, upgrades. We got lucky in the quali. I mean, being able to start P1, P2 made our start much better, built that gap. We were clearly faster overall, but it was definitely made easier this way. All right, Rhea is now on top of the driver standing by 1 point. 1 freaking point. We're there. Okay. And then we got a 45-point lead in the constructors. That's why, like, I'm kind of okay with sacrificing Balky's races a lot if it can help get Monty in the drivers, because that's the thing that's going to be the challenge. But yeah, Balky only 20 points below Holden as well. If Balky keeps performing well, we might just lock in 1 and 2, and that would be incredible. That would be incredible. Again, we're going to keep dumping all of our best parts on Monty to give her the best chance to win the Drivers' Championship. But hopefully we can get Balky up there as well. I mean, 1-2 is unnecessary, but sure as hell would feel good. All right, came in first. Chairman's going to be a little happier. Marketability is going to improve. We got to pay out. We did have to pay out some bonuses, but they're not actually as big as one might fear. New breaks have come in, which is great. Bribe them to end the season now. Stop the count! All right, let's rotate the pit crew. Any new ones worth hiring? No. And even the low 90s isn't very tempting over here. This one's not bad, actually, because he would end up with a tire of 20 and really good stamina. So if anyone's starting to suffer from burnout or anything like that, I don't think we replace any of our people that we've got. But if anyone, was starting to burn out and we were feeling like we had to replace, we could go and do it. Fixing doesn't really matter, but we may as well do that. I think there's you over here too. We'll go ahead and do this as well. All right, we're good. Excellent. We'll have to do an interview over here. Rhea finished second just by entertainment. Who drove better today, you think? Well, I mean, obviously Rhea, because she won. Oh, it's going to hurt Chica's... Oh, maybe I should have said something else. Although I think if you waffle on that one, I think it actually hurts your marketability, so... Okay, brakes finished. We are still designing... this is going to be one more throwaway break. We're going to do that, and then next we'll do an epic, followed by epic plus random legendary. Let me just check. Hold on. I should have done this one, actually. Missed that opportunity, because this is actually saving us 5 total days. Because it drops out the 2, gives you the -3 for a total of 3 days. 5 days worth of savings. So, build time, 1.2 days. Jesus. Yeah. And I missed that part last time. This is illegal, but we're not planning on using it. And we spent slightly more because the designer parts are free, and this one is not free. None of the reliability work matters right now. Here, I guess we'll throw you in for the passive. That's going to be okay. We'll just click. Click. Brakes are finished. Okay, so now we're going to design our for realsies brakes. Oh shit, actually there's not a good epic part. Fudge. That's too bad. We can double up on another category, but... Might use this one for the plus 25. Wipe stripping doesn't matter because we don't use it. Yeah, the brake parts are kind of shit. Can you reach negative build time? Yeah, the brakes are done before you start working on them. You're handed some new brakes and you're told, here, go and design these. Or we'll break the space-time continuum. I guess we do this, which is about as good as we can get. Yeah, and the problem is, that is disappointing. That there's not a good epic component here. Still, we'll do what we can because we must. We don't have to work on these brakes because we're not using them. New sponsor over here. Ooh, we love Moose. Big upfront payment while being shorter. Good payout for only 3rd and above. Now, this is clear winner. Vamoose, easy. I'll have to check the next time we do the break. See if there's some number there that I was missing. That's the old break build, right? Yeah. I think to get rid of the little exclamation part, you just have to, like, actually see it in the list. There it is. Okay, traveling to Munich. Yeah, keep working on the reliability, or the performance. That's the chief thing. Because if we look at our parts that we're actually running these cars, actually, acceleration, deceleration are crucial for reliability. So we actually might want to go and throw in the brakes and gearbox. Just get a little trickle. 80% is going to be enough. I'm still going to have everything over on the performance, but we might have won an extra % or 2 over there in case something goes wonky. Breaking causality should count as an illegal part. Okay, I'm betting we're going to have our new brakes for the next race, because they finish immediately after this race. Okay, select a sponsor. Well, we're clearly going to take Vamoose, since the payout is the same as Ishikawa, but 3rd and above is sufficient, so that's clearly really good. Munich, 32 laps, very low tire wear. The pit stop, there's no weird corners or anything in the pit stop. I think it's a fairly short pit lane. We don't spend that long in the pit lane, but there's a fairly decent sort of quasi-straight area, so we might, in a sense, lose some time. Still, though, I think we're probably going to wait towards the softs, because I suspect it might be possible to do... It might be possible to do a triple soft race. Maybe not if we're starting use soft, but maybe like use soft to medium might be a possibility. We could just load up 1 million softs. I think what's going to happen... Let's see. So we want at least 3 softs for the quali. Although we might be able to do a medium for the quali somewhere in there. Where's my whiskey and chocolate? What is that? It's named Moose! Hey! My cousin Vamoose is always very reasonable. He can make such balanced offers because antlers help a lot with balance. Oh shit, it's 26 degrees. Our soft tires are going to melt. Probably even the medium, or even the hards probably will get hot. Now, I have no doubt, with very low tire wear, I'm betting we could do use soft, medium, medium. Same as last time, effectively, is what our plan was, but it should be easier to do this time because we won't actually have to push them to keep the heat in. In fact, we'll probably do some conserve. I suspect soft, medium, medium is very, very, very likely. Monty might one-stop. Well, depending on her medium usage, with her light footage, she could conceivably quali on medium, like Q2 quali mediums, 1 pit stop to mediums. Or potentially 1 pit stop to hards, I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this so we can practice on mediums and have 2 available for race day. With softs, this will give us the 3 softs for quali, although maybe we only use 2, but then 2 softs for race day in addition. It's possible, depending on the numbers, we might end up going use soft, 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 use soft, fresh medium, or the use soft into 2 mediums. We will see. But I think this gives us all the possible combinations we'd mostly look to worry about. If we can do the Q2 on mediums and one stop with Monty, that'll be great. If we can do the Q2 on mediums with Balky and then just go soft, soft, that'll be brilliant. There are no parts to change because the only thing we designed is illegal brakes. I mean, technically we could have squeezed in a little bit of reliability in these. They would have had slightly more performance, but nothing to write home about. You can see this engine here, which was, I think it was a 2650 last race, is now 2724. Probably these are still like the 2 top best engines in the league. It's possible someone has overtaken this engine, though, at this point, Balky's engine. But we might have the 2 best in the league, which means they'll perform identically. Yeah, nothing else to change over here. Monty's got all the best parts. It still has to be the case. All right, let's go. You'd 441. I think I like the idea, in case we use all 3 softs in quali, then we have 2 softs for race day. Although it is so freaking hot. What makes you think we might want the 4th medium? I suppose the one argument here with the 441, this lets us practice with mediums, Q2 medium, and then during race go medium, medium, and just have a full medium race. I suspect that's too much lifespan, though. I find it very hard to believe that we'd want that situation. I think I would prefer the extra soft in case there's a short stint because of safety car or something like that. But yeah, it is really hot. I don't like the idea of going into the race with only a single spare soft, but honestly, that's probably reasonable. I just don't know what the 4 mediums is going to do for us. How are we going to use 5 softs? How are we going to use 4 mediums? This is the same sort of question. I think we only use 2 mediums plus an extra one. I think it doesn't matter. I think regardless, we don't use the 5th soft or the 4th medium, so I don't think it really matters where we go. And yeah, so we'll go with this. I think that's maybe fine. 4 mediums too much, 3's too little. I don't know if 3's too little. I suspect we won't need that much. But I think if there's anything which we're more likely to use, it might be the extra medium. So what the hell? Especially since it's so freaking hot. And the softs will melt like a marshmallow in a campfire. Quick, which country makes the best waffles and which country do you get the syrup for some? Well, the thing with waffles is that, you know, waffles, you can make them anywhere. Like, there's different styles. I like the Liège style waffles the most, but you can make them anywhere, right? But you can't, because, you know, flour is effectively the same anywhere. But maple syrup is different. Maple syrup you can't just get anywhere. I like Liège waffles because they've got that sort of like crispy caramelized thing going on, which is really nice. 32 laps, right? And it's so hot, we'll probably have to downgrade the engine, the tire pushing. Okay. Monty can definitely one-stop this. Balky might be able to one-stop it as well. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get through Q2 on mediums with both cars. Balky might be able to do used medium into fresh mediums as a one-stop. Alternatively, might go used medium, fresh medium into salts. We're going to practice on the medium so that Balky can have the medium knowledge. Yeah. It's the same thing here. We're going to practice on the mediums. I don't have a really good sense of anything with anything other than the downforce is clearly going to be amplified. What I'll do is I'll bring Balky within the downforce range, and I'll leave Monty where she is, but probably add more downforce when it turns out, you know, when we know how far off we are. Because they do have different sweet spots for each car. Okay, let's take practice. Race trim, medium tires, go. Some waffles might taste better in some locations. Okay, there's something about a hot, fresh waffle out of a waffle truck in the streets of Brussels. I can speak from experience, that is pretty special. Where's the pit stop? There it is. Okay. Holding head stops? Yeah. The AI does different things. Alright. Add in some downforce. Let's increase the speed balance a fair bit. And I'm just going to whack in a handling notch and see what that looks like. Yeah, Holden might just burn through all the sauce in practice. That would be the one thing. Okay, downforce, we clearly have to dial in a lot more. Bigger fan of thin, crusty waffles. Yeah. Yeah, the big fluffy ones don't do as much for me. Speed balance almost certainly a bunch longer. Okay. I want to try maple bacon liqueur. Maple bacon. Yeah, I don't sort of count stroop waffles in the same category as waffles. I mean, even though they clearly are technically waffles, but in terms of how they get used, stroop waffles are clearly more in a cookie/biscuit category. So it was great over here. It became good, so we have to be on the other side. Speed balance was okay. It became very poor. Is the speed balance supposed to be over here? Huh. Yeah, the speed balance should clearly is going to have to be on the short side here, which was kind of unexpected. Around. Alright, there we go. Okay. 96% with the excellent downforce, which is nice. We don't have to tweak that anymore. Great handling was there. What I'm going to do is bring it this way, so it's going to be between two grates. And for the speed balance, we really don't know. I'm going to lengthen it 1 notch and see if that breaks the grate, and we'll get lots of information out of that. But Balky's in pretty good shape knowledge-wise. Oh, triple purple? What's the percentage? What's the percentage? What do we get? 99, not too shabby. I'll hit a tire camber notch and see what that does for us. But otherwise, Monty can just stay out now. Here, like 8 laps. Something like that. Do that. We'll leave this on neutral because these are going to hot up very quickly. So Monty's going to stay out. Balky's going to come in. 99 is not 100. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay. 96. Oh, that was annoying. I was supposed to go the other way, but... There we go. Between 2 grates, and we'll do that and see what that looks like. Where are we at timing-wise? Okay, we should be good for finishing our race. No, there we go. We don't know if she has super overtake. I should have checked the relationship. Well, that's interesting. That we're still at 96, but we did find the excellent speed balance, which means the handling, we moved away from where the excellent handling is going to be. So I'm going to soften the suspension 1 notch. There you go. And... should I soften it another notch? Or is that going to be too far? I think it's going to be too far. Stiffen. Actually, let's do that, and then what we're going to do, we'll use the rear wing angle. Bring this back into whack. Okay. That's great. Good. Great. 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 Yeah, we're going to try that and see what happens. Do I want to bring you in one more time? I guess so. Actually, we're nearly there on knowledge. Bring in Monty. So we can switch to our quality setup. There we go. Triple excellent. 99. Well, we'll have to just go with that on both. Alright, you're going to switch to quality laps. We have no other tire knowledge to work on. And luckily, there's enough time. We should get our quality knowledge, I think, here. Okay, that's interesting. We did break the great, or the excellent handling, but that's a lot of information. So we know we have to move this over this way, but then we have to adjust, bring the speed balance. So this might bring us to 100. Worst case scenario, we have the 99. And we can always go back to that setup, so that's going to be okay. Go for qualies. Stay on these tires. Excellent. Go, go, go. Medium tire knowledge is done, but we're not going to do any other tire knowledge. We're just going to stay on these so that we don't use up anything else. 99%, that's some rookie numbers. So the idea is we're going to try for both cars to quali them through Q2 on mediums. Hopefully we get our level 3 quality knowledge. Fingers crossed. No, I don't think that's in the cards. And if Monty doesn't have her super overtake again, what's going to be annoying is that we don't have a second quality trait for her. So we don't have soft tire knowledge or anything, but that's going to have to be okay. Oh, we're damn close. We're so close! Almost got the level 3 quality. All right, Munich. So 3 spots, quality trim. I guess I could use the medium tire knowledge for the Q2 run. But I think... Oh, super overtake's available. But it's not like sweeter spots is bad. And this will help us with the Q3. I mean, part of me is like, do I even waste the soft tires on the first Q? But what are we going to do? We're not going to use the hards, and I don't want to use another set of mediums here just in case. So we may as well just use the softs. Who cares? Yeah, we're happy that overtake is back. Makes such a difference. Weather's okay. Yeah, weather's good. Monty, you're going to go out immediately. Now Balky. Oh, Balky had a good setup. Monty's still much faster with the overtake, though. It's 1:19.4. Yeah, wow. Nearly a second faster. Holy crap. Monty's a qualifying beast. Interesting that Holden's slower than Lallman. Wow. We didn't need super overtake last time. Well, we would have if it wasn't for the rain that saved our Q3. We definitely would have wanted the super overtake last time. Yeah, 3/10 faster than Lallman's huge. 8/10 over here. Yeah, but again, there's a car different, and that super overtake is nuts. Okay, so we're gonna try for the mediums. I have no doubt that Monty will make it through Q2 and mediums. The big question mark will be Balky. I'll check for rain at the start of it as well. Yeah, the AI usually does 2 runs, which is one of the reasons they have slightly higher tire usage and problems with having everything. Okay, sunny right now. Water on track, nothing. Okay, so we're going to do a send out. Stint on mediums. Stint on mediums. Go. And if Balky looks like she's in trouble, we can do another stint on softs. Oh! Well, yeah, of course, the mediums. So I could send out Balky on softs and just have her abort her lap. It is interesting that these two are so close together. I'm not sure why Monty didn't crush Balky the same way. I think we might be safe. Like, there's such a huge gap over here. I think we're safe. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if light-footed would have helped keep some tire wear in the quali as well for Monty. Maybe, but we had to go super overtake, obviously. Okay, now we slap on some softs again and try to push for pole. Looks sunny. Yep, it's clear. Fresh softs, go. Fresh softs, go. All right, let's do this. I guess I could have checked the tire life of the used mediums after the stint, the qualifying stint, and seen if it was going to look... Oh, double perfect for Balky. Damn! Now, Monty's still going to do really well because of the overtake, but this is going to be really nice for us. Only 5/10 this time instead of 8/10. Holden splits us. I mean, there was a half-second gap in there. Still, that's not too shabby, and a fairly easy pull from Monty as well. 1-4 is your guess. Well, Kai, looks like you were bang on there. Actually, just... Oh, but Monty's giving it another go and is improving their time. Modi. No, but not enough. All right, good. I guess I could have gone again, but it's unlikely we could have made up 3/10. Because we even got the double perfect setup on Balky. So it feels basically impossible for Balki to have improved anymore. Yeah, holding P2 is a little bit annoying, especially with Lalaman doing so much better. Okay. Medium race trim. Light-footed race trim. Well, let's check. So there's 32 laps. I can't remember what the medium amount said. I think it said 16 to 14. 16 to 18, rather. 32 laps? Because 16 twice makes sense. 16, 18. So we have to go we have to go 14 and 18, maybe. Well, I mean, we can't make a change now anyway, and because it is so hot, we probably still have to do some conserves, so we're going to see. We were thinking a one-stop with Monty. With Balki, it wasn't going to be possible, but we were hoping a one-stop with Monty. We shall see. We're still going to go... I won't go red, but I'll do some push here, and we'll go double overtake for the first start. There's going to be a soft stint for Chica, for Balki. Just don't know about Monty here. Any surprise rain? Nothing as far as we can tell. Didn't take fuel out. Why would I take fuel out? Why would I ever take fuel out when we can just run the engine in a higher mode? Okay, let's take a quick second. 16 to 18 is what it said, actually. So that's actually pretty good. So yeah, we may try 14 and 18 here. Is going to be the idea. They'll both be pushed to their extreme, but that doesn't count the light-footed bonus yet, and the fact that we're going to have to do conserve. I think we're going to be fine. And then for Balki is a little bit different, because we know it won't get there, because she doesn't have light-footed going on. So the idea here is the, like, probably medium, and then a little soft at the end, which is going to melt like crazy, because I don't think it's possible. Although with enough conserve, maybe. Maybe she can one-stop as well. Because as long as we do the high end of both tires, and it's so hot, we're going to have to do some conserve. We actually might be fine for both here. Alright, let's start here. Monty holds it. Actually, Balki almost gets ahead, but instead is going to lose some position because she got completely boxed in and gets shoved to the outside in this corner. Oh my god, what a miserable start for Balki here. That is absolutely terrible. That is ruinous. We could consider medium hard on Balki if we just want to do the one-stop. That's true. We're going to run on yellow for now until we have to conserve for the temperature, which is, I'm sure, going to have to do. Yeah, that's really bad. Now, Monty's being challenged a fair bit as well. I'm going to drop these engine modes here because we really can't maintain that long, but I think Monty might get overtaken. The thing is, a lot of our opposition here on soft, so that's going to be part of the reason for that, but they're going to have a really hard time. With these temperatures and the softs, I'm still happy that we're starting in the mediums. See me splitting the Mercs. Oh, actually, it's holding in 5th. That's really good, although this is less ideal. No, we take it back. Good. Excellent. I assume we're going to see a lot of ERS triggers getting pulled here, but maybe not. Okay. So there's not a really good, huge straightaway section. Probably the best ERS spot is around here, maybe. Or even this back section, once we get past this corner, through these swoops. I'm just going to hold it for now. For the chicane, stay just ahead, good. I think I might go right now. Well, we could save to defend with Monty. The thing is, she's a little bit at risk, and Balki definitely needs to do a push. I think I'm happy to do it here. And then maybe I can cancel with Monty now that she's ahead. If we can slow down the rest of the train here for Balky to get a bit of overtaking, that'll be kind of gorgeous. Oh, Balky getting ahead of Holden. Oh, and the Rossinis? And then Monty still has tons of charge. Oh my god, Balky just tearing it up here. Ha ha! Balky's out of charge. But damn! That was good. Just, oh my god, blocking 2 cars at once. Ha ha! And making a move on Monty. Tell you what, Monty's got some charge. Let's go ahead and just dump that now. Balky's going so much faster. Monty's form is pretty low, I suppose. Shit, you know what? You have to... You're holding them up a little bit here. Come on, Balky. Get that spot back. Wow. Okay, I'm going to conserve on both. I mean, it'll cost us time. Oh, they're ERSing. Hold on. Let me go and give Balky a bit of an oomph here. Well, maybe it's stupid going for a one-stop with Balky. Maybe it's unviable. But maybe not. Yeah, soft tires are going to be melting pretty quickly here. And they started on used soft, so it looks even worse. But honestly, one thing with Balky here is it might not make sense with the race, but if she can slow down these Mercs... Even if it ruins Balky's race, otherwise, it's quite good. Like, she's just holding up this entire pack. Kind of gorgeous. Yeah, maybe she one-stops only with hards. Yeah. 2 stops past this lap. Oh, actually, you're fine. Alright, Balky. Didn't have faith in you. The hards have how much life? That's fine. So as long as I did like 10-ish laps on these mediums. Ideally maybe 11, which is going to be easier to do. Struggling to overtake Monty. Alright, well, all snuck in there with some ERSing. Okay, I'm going to go neutral on Balky. I think we might go medium to hard here. You get back ahead of Lallman, Balky? I don't know. No, yeah, you did. Awesome. Balky is doing some work. Yeah, we clearly don't have the big speed edge from last time, although we were on harder tires. But these softs are now getting worn. They're all going into that lower performance band. Not on Lallman yet, but with Modi, certainly. So they're losing a lot of speed all of a sudden. Convinced that with management, Balky will do it. Medium, medium. I'm gonna go... Shit, maybe, huh? At this point, honestly, kind of thinking it might work out with Balky. Medium, medium. If it doesn't, what we can do is we can change tacks on the second medium stint. Just push it like crazy, burn through it. I mean, it'll overheat like really fast, and then we'll sneak in a soft stint at the end. But I really don't want to plan on softs. And if nothing else, Balky is backing up the rest of the field right now. Get it back, Balky. Nice. Nice. Oh. Roos. Making some moves. We do a little squidge of ERS here just to try to get ahead from the corner. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, you know what? I actually think Balky's going to be fine tire-wise. Look, I think the temperature does drop on green, but barely so. Monty's obviously got tons of charge. I mean, maybe I'll dump it now. Because why not? What a battle. Yeah, well, you're right. One stop to hards is probably the medium soft. If we can get to 14 laps on these mediums, then we know we can go medium. If we can't make it to 14, then we'll go to hards. I think that's fine. Well, we might make it to 14. Right now, there's enough of a gap between the two drivers. I could pit them on the same lap. Whoa, Lallman going to box now. Now, they will come out quite speedy and might be in a good position for an undertake. But they're probably going to do multiple pit stops this race. It's too early for them to go to hards and make it to the... Actually, they could try to go to hards now to make it to the end. Maybe conserve tires. My tires are being conserved. We're literally on conserve mode with both. The cliff on the mediums is 5%. But otherwise, the performance band differences aren't that different. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... Well, I don't need to ERS both now, but I guess it doesn't matter. I'm already pitted for medium, so box again. Lallman's for medium, so yeah, they're not going to the end on those mediums, which is great. Temperature's definitely dropping here on just the pure green. And actually, I might be able to push a little bit more with Monty here. So she just has to do 16 and 16. Well, actually, no. We still want to do less on this tire. But she could do like 15, 17 or something like that. Or probably just boxes on lap 14 as well. Because her tire definitely lasts to the end. And in be better shape than Balky. But I think Balky's is going to last to the end just fine. Whoa, we should do a percentage check here. Percentage check on Balky. So she's at... 31 at the start of this lap. This is with us running on green. 31%. Did Balky get in a purple? Oh yeah, she did purple a sector. And we used a little ERS, but not much. We're getting lighter with her fuel, but we're still in conserve, which is interesting. So we were at 31%. Oh yeah, we don't lose a lot of percentage per lap here. And it'll be less percent for Monty. Again, I'm not worried about Monty. Monty easily one stops. %, so 4%. Let's call it 5%. Just to be safe, although I think it is like closer to 4 maybe, or 4.5. Let's call it 5%. And with a 5% cliff, it means we can do 19 laps on green with these tires. So we're going to be fine. We're going to do 2 more laps on Balky. I think we're going to do 2 more laps on both and then box. We could do 3, but there's no reason to do that. We may as well go to fresh tires. I think 4.75. Well, still, we're going to estimate 5 as the outside. Plus, there might be some randomness in the tire wear. There's randomness in the part condition. I don't know if the tire wear is the same way. But we'll give ourselves some padding with 5%, and it works. Fuel is still fine right now. We're happy to burn as early as possible to lighten our vehicle. Okay, that's lap 13. So we're going to do this one. And then when they cross the start-finish line, we will arrange for a pit for the end. Okay, so Balky is complaining they're in the lowest performance band of the tires. But you're going to have to just deal with it. Temps are getting a little low on Monty, but that's okay. Tell you what, I'll just do neutral now because we definitely know we've got enough tire left on there. Hell, we could probably push into orange and do 2 laps on orange. Actually, yeah. You're definitely going to be fine here. Let's dump some ERS now so I don't forget later. But we do have another lap to do it as well. We've got a good gap building up. We're going to come in behind Van Cloyson, but ahead of Lee. And neither one of them has boxed yet, We got a 23-second gap to Lallman, which should be fine. Unless they've been banking a lot of ERS and are just about to make a boot. They're actually bluing their tires. Wow. Okay, lap 14, so we're planning the box on both cars right now. For a set of mediums on both that will hopefully last until the end of the race. So I can go neutral. In fact, I can probably push with Balky as well. Guess I don't have to do any more because we're not going to have 25% charge by the time we get to the pit entrance here. As long as we're below 25%, we won't waste any, and that'll definitely be the case. I thought that was pit lane entrance. I'm like, what happened? We're missing it, but it's here. I'm going to have them come out on yellow, and we might drop to conserve pretty quickly just because we can. But just in case there's a fight just as we exit, we're going to want a little bit more speed. Oops, I didn't get the change on Balky, but that's okay. We can do it now. We're still in 1-2 after that. Amazing. Alright, I'm going to drop these both to conserve. Staying 1-2 after pit stop. Domination. Yeah, that is actually ridiculous. And that was the only planned pit stop. Even though apparently we could probably do the same thing again. Now, the question becomes safety car stuff, which would be annoying because it would collapse our lead. That would be really annoying. Right now, we would stay out. If it happens, closer to the end, we could consider pitting. If there's like 5 or 6 laps left, we might consider pitting for softs. We're so far ahead, we should be able to pit behind the safety car, come out again, still be first, second on fresh softs. Fuel's fine. Fuel's more than fine. Again, we still want to burn the fuel as quickly as possible to lighten the cars. Yeah, I would prefer no safety car. But I think if it happened right now, it would be annoying because it would collapse us, but it's fine. We just stay on these tires, and we know they'd be good until the end. Yeah, we can boost the speed a little bit. So Holden fourth, which we love to see. We want Holden to be as low as possible. Even lower than Lallman is the ideal. Looks like on green it basically kind of maintains the temp. Alright, I'm going to go and pull back on the engine mode now with Monty, although I don't think she needs to do it quite yet. So Balky's... we have to keep a little bit of an eye on Balky, because if Lallman comes in with an ERS charge, we will have to respond. Although right now we're good. Maybe I'll auto Monty's, because she's not going to have to react to anything right now. Yeah, safety car would be great if it meant that Holden crashed. But now, having said that, it's going to mean one of us crashed, and that would be pretty awful. And yeah, the Steinmans probably do have to pit again. So they would love a safety car because it would let them get in faster. Lallman with mechanical problems again. They really do have reliability issues, don't they? We've got the auto on over here. That's good. I'm surprised they haven't triggered it. Game. There it goes. Okay. Like, is the game gonna forget to ERS with the auto on? Never seen that before. I'm gonna do a little bit more high mode over here because I'm sure we're fine on fuel. Yeah, I mean, we got a lead on these guys who still have to pit. I was pretty sure once we got a few car upgrades throughout the season, things would go well. because the AI tends to start a lot stronger than us, but not develop as much during the season. But the Steinmans were so dominant the first few races, I was concerned. I really don't have to do it here yet. I was concerned. I don't have to watch. I've got it on auto ERS. Even though they really do tend to push their luck. There we go. It just turned it on for a second. And then turned it off, and then turned it on again. Okay, you know what? This auto ERS is a little bit stupid. So. Alright. Temps are dropping. I think we've built enough life into these, we can probably go to neutral on both. Well, we know we can go neutral on Monty, probably for the end of the race. We might have to keep it on green for Balky a little bit longer. I'm not worried about the fuel deltas at all. I've already got Monty on yellow, and she'll be able to orange again before the end of the race. Let's go ahead and double ERS them, since I'm going to do it manually now. What the fuck happened to your gearbox? Holy shit! I mean, we definitely came in with over 80%. It was one of the critical parts here, but damn it! Okay, we're gonna ignore it until it hits the red zone. If it hits the red zone, we might have to come in for repair and sauce, although... Because, I mean, as long as Monty keeps winning her race, that's the only thing that matters. Monty's car is at least in decent shape. 40% on the brakes, but I'm not too worried, although it is another crucial part. Okay, let's bring this down here. Her fuel is still fine, and the parts don't get consumed faster. The engine mode, it just increases the wear on the engine, nothing else, as far as we know. At least based on my code dive, that is the situation. Wouldn't surprise me if we could yellow Balky's tire right now. Yeah, I think we probably can. Fuel's gonna be fine. Yeah, we're just going to advise, like, to minimize gear changes, which does happen on the radio in F1 from time to time. They get told, sometimes they get told to skip a gear, or just to avoid, you know, extra downshifts, or to keep the rev range within a certain area. Hold and pitted for repairs. Well, all right. Well, but yeah, but apparently they're not the only ones having some reliability issues this time around. Still, that is huge. He's going to be on softs. He's going to make some good time here. And you can see why I wasn't worried about the fuel delta. Yeah, the lower Holden comes in. Where's he now? Yeah, right over here. The less points he gets, the much better it is for us, because it is currently the only real competition. Lallman's not even in you know, third over here right now, although will be when Van Cloyson pits again. Okay, yeah, we can orange a little bit more, probably with both actually. The tire's fine here. I'll just go and do a double ERS dump again here. With this delta, you pit for repair. That's true, actually. We've got a free pit stop with repairs possible. We did lose another 1% on the gearbox. Both brakes are at 37%. I'm just going to switch at this again in case I forget. They do have enough fuel. But we'll just orange at the end. Again, better to burn it as early as possible. Purple Sector 1 from Modi on used mediums. That's interesting. Balky's behind a back marker. We'll just give her a little bit of a boost here. Back marker, she's ERSing. Rude. ERSing some more. Seriously? If the gearbox repair is 45, like, yeah. And the thing is, we're not... I don't want to pit. Mostly the thing I'm concerned about now is the brakes on Monty, because that's the outcome we need. But with 37%, it should work out just fine for us. Okay, this back marker? Like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, Mazepin. Well, it's Perez. But not the Perez that we know and love. Come on! Blue flags! Blue flags! Come on, marshals! Oh my god, he's gonna ERS to get by again? Okay, we have enough fuel. We're gonna give a little bit of an oomph there. Oh, we've got a positive delta here. Tires are fine throughout. I'm going to auto on Monty because I really don't have the babysitter and I don't want the ERS situation to get out of hand. How's 20th place doing so much? Jesus. Okay, still a 30-second lead. We haven't red zoned. 3 laps to go. I mean, they're fresh mediums, sure. But their car... Don't start this shit again. Oh, you already canceled your race. Valky just feels like she's going quite slow, actually. Lallman retired. That's actually bad for us. That's actually bad for us because it means Holden's going to get more points. Yeah, Valky's tires are... They're going to be fine to the end. Although, no, it's actually a little tight. We have to put her back on conserve. Retire? It's something that happens randomly with the game. They're just like, they decide, like... We just decided the engine has broken down completely and they cannot finish. I think it's a random event, like a crash. Actually, that's going to get... No, you're going to be fine on a push. And orange to the end. Okay. 35%. 25%. Just pit. No! I refuse! We're going to be A-okay. Unless we suddenly crash, in which case I will be cursing a lot. Cheeky pits up for the last lap. The thing is, we could! I mean, not necessarily for gearbox repairs. But we could pit for a fresh pair of tires twice and still be in the lead. Spot on in both. Who's Holden's teammate is Lallman, who just retired here. Well, it took a long time before the back markers actually officially unlapped themselves from Lallman, which is kind of lulzy. Let's do that just so I don't forget to switch off the fuel. And you can finish on neutral here. It's going to be fine. Holden's back up into 4th. It's annoying. Hopefully Holden doesn't pass Tyler. Fuck. Holden passed Tyler. Damn it! Really want Holden to, like, end up 6th or something. Really give us some good padding here. Now he's going to be on the freaking podium. Ugh. Dominant race for us, but we need bad performance from Holden. We don't just need to dominate. Well, I mean, I guess if we keep dominating, it's going to be okay. Yeah, 10% left. Oh, is that what you're saying? You were thinking 10% left overall thrice. Well, there you go. Bang on. We had 5% to spare until the cliff. Park condition. It's fine. Yeah, we have a lead. I mean, we only had a 1-point lead. Now we have a bigger lead, but it's still, you know, far from safe. Holding illegal parts? No illegal parts. But yeah, it is 10 points that we took advantage of over here. From 25 to 15, we had a 1-point lead, so we should be 11 ahead now. There it is. Chica closing the gap slightly towards Holden as well. Who knows? 16 points. We could get a double safety buffer. We're crushing it here. How many of the gets busted for illegal parts? It depends. It feels like some seasons it's almost every race. I think it might depend a bit on the league, how many risks they're willing to take. I'm not sure. Yeah, it felt like some season. I felt like in the medium league, whichever one that was called, Asia Pacific, I feel like it was almost every race we were seeing illegal parts, sometimes multiples. Yeah, first place finish. Chairman's going to be plenty happy. Marketability should go up a little bit more. Ria's still working on consistency and feedback a little bit. Oh, marketability didn't move? We might be capped on 90 from some other event that's going on. I'm not sure. As I say, our new brakes should be done. So we're going to start another set of brakes here. So we're going to use the random legendary. So this is only in qualifying. This isn't bad. Because deceleration plus 40. It's 40 to a current number and 40 to the max, and then we get a minus 20 to the max. This is only on wets and inters. This is a flat plus 25, which isn't bad. This is also flat 25 without risk. And then 25 to max over here. Because, yeah, nothing here improves performance except for an illegal one. Nothing here improves performance outside of, like, particular situations. Both these do. These are illegal. Plus 20 to max, so these are still better. Yeah, I think these are all the best parts we can possibly get here. Can you check to reach negative build time? Well, we don't have anything else that lowers build time here, so I don't... Oh, no, there's a minus 5. Hang on, out of curiosity. 0 days. It can literally be done instantly if we wanted. I think this is everything correct. Tire wear reduction. It's nice. It actually might be worth it. We don't know how good it is the problem. We don't know how good it is. We also don't know if it demonstrates the numbers to us, but it might be nice. And I'll just take the raw numbers. I hope the deceleration part of this isn't conditional. Efficiency only works if you don't have 5 stars. Oh. So, and we already have a really high tire wear efficiency as part of our chassis design, so maybe it won't stack. Okay, so we'll just do this. It's fine. Okay, so this part... Okay, well, we can't improve it yet. Two drivers are fighting away at the front. Any thoughts? I want to see my drivers. It's probably good for marketability. Or literally nothing. Okay. Sure. Well, I can rotate pit crew in between streams here. I just want to take a look at our work orders. There we go. Repair complete. So, I'm going to clear this. The new brakes are done. Did they come in with 100% reliability? Oh, because I YOLO'd a random legendary, and I guess that's what we got. Okay. I guess we'll put in a little bit more passive work in the gearbox, since apparently scary things can happen there. Oh, no, I want to improve parts. Because we're going to hit... Like, I don't really care about the reliability numbers here. But if there's any more of these parts we're going to keep using, and we can boost the performance... Well, this suspension is still god tier. It's still the best in the entire league, so we may as well improve that. And then, I don't know. I think our gearboxes are okay. Might be the front wing we do next. I really don't even think more reliability. I don't know. I guess we just sink a little bit of performance gain in here. Because we can. Because we can. What's critical? Oh, low speed corners, deceleration, acceleration. Wasn't going to do the brakes because they're literally being replaced soon. Actually, these new brakes will literally be ready for the next race, which is great. Reliability on the brakes? You think I should work on the reliability with those new brakes I built? You think I should? Over here? These brakes? These brakes here? These brakes we should improve the reliability on? These? Yeah, so I was quite surprised, but the random legendary... So I don't think we got a very useful one. Yeah, the random legendary component we got gave it plus 60% reliability, which is convenient because we could use it now, but sort of sucks because it didn't actually improve the performance. So it has actually... We got really unlucky on the random legendary on this particular break. because it won't be God tier going forward. But it is still better than what we've got now by a lot. You know, well, actually, well, it's better than what we've been using, but it's actually performance-wise not that God tier. But we'll improve it a little bit more. Hopefully, the next break, the random legendary, is something that adds a bunch of raw performance. Hopefully, get the plus 90 because that is the best. Otherwise, the plus 60 is decent. So we'll see what we can do. But yeah, that is it for today's stream. As a reminder, there will not be a stream on Wednesday because I'll be away, but Saturday will be an extra special stream for Extra Life. We are doing a special charity live stream, marathon live stream. Stay tuned. I'll post a YouTube video with the specific information about what time I'll start. I suspect I'll probably start like a couple hours earlier than normal, and then we might go a little bit longer than normal. We tend to play all kinds of unusual games, and we raise money for a really, really great charity. Oh, you bought Tharsis because of me. 40% off on GOG. Tharsis is really fun. Anyway, we'll raid a Kiss for Luck, who should be streaming probably her own Motorsport Manager Underdog challenge right now. And she is. So we're going to go and raid that channel. And I'm going to see you guys on Saturday for an awesome charity live stream. See you, everyone. Give Essentia some love too. But give a Kiss for Luck some love. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.